Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is JW Crew, aka Flex Steady Righteous. I'm so happy that you clicked on this video. Today, we have for you Arctozolt, Dragapult, Cursola V. Let's get into it. All right, well, I feel like I am going a mile a minute, everybody, and we have for you today a new rogue deck featuring Arctozolt. Arctozolt, everybody's favorite ancient Pokemon, evolves from a rare fossil. Stage 1 here, 130 health, and the ability Biting Whirlpool. Whenever your opponent attaches an energy card from their hand to one of their Pokemon, put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. This is your passive income, baby. This is like the gift that keeps on giving. Arctozolt, you just slap it on the bench, you're going to get 20, 40, 60. Depending on how long the game goes, this additional damage does pile up. And then when you're facing decks like Frostmoth, that can attach multiple energies in a turn, you're just getting that boom, 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 boom. So Biting Whirlpool is how we augment damage to a lot of these Pokemon because our main attacker doesn't do a ton of damage. Here it is, Dragapult VMAX Shred, 60 damage for 1 energy. Max Phantom, 2 energy, 130, put 5 damage counters on the bench. So we're spreading. We got damage to the active, we got damage to the bench, we got Arctozolt doing some stuff. Like, we got it all here in this deck. And then, if we can't attack with the Dragapult, we got Galarian Cursola V. Gnawing Aura ability, as long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, whenever your opponent attaches an energy card from their hand to one of their Pokemon, put 3 damage counters on that Pokemon. And then Hollow Missile is an attacking move that also does 3 damage counters of spread. So between those 2 Pokemon and the Arctozolt, you're going to try to really punish your opponent for putting energy down. We got, in a spread deck, a perfect partner here in Mimikyu, going to be able to shut down things like Mewtwo and Mew GX. We got a Marshadow to take care of things like Power Plant or, really any good stadium that your opponent might want to play. We also have 1 Hoopa with Evil Admonition, just going to get that damage output out there when we just need a little bit of chip damage. Got a couple of Dedenne, a Crobat, and an Eldegoss V to supplement our draw power. And then, as most of these decks need, you're going to need to slow your opponent down. And, we're trying to make them get punished for attaching energy. So we're going to try to remove the energy here with the Crushing Hammers. We got 4 of those bad boys in the deck. And 1 Yell Grunt. Now, moving on down to the rest of the list, we have 3 rare fossil. This is how we get out the Arctozolt. We also have some Rose Tower and Rose. So the Rose engine here going to be used for getting our VMAX powered up. The Dragapult VMAX obviously taking 2 energy. We can attach 2 energy with Rose, so you can see the synergy here, and then we can draw cards here with the Rose Tower, getting our hand back up to 3. So, very fun deck here. You'll see a couple of games we play against ADP twice. You'll see the good, the bad, the ugly of this deck. It's certainly a fun one that I have really enjoyed. I think, honestly, there are some changes that I would make to the list, but this was sent in by a viewer. Shoutouts to Moist Money for this list. Thank you so much. If you guys want to join in on the conversation, please head on down to the description where I have not only the list for you to import into TCGO, but I have a bunch of links to all the ways that you can connect with me. I'm on Twitter. Follow me at RealJohnWalter. I am on Discord. You can go to my Discord link in the description below. I am on all these other media sites that you can go find out down below. I would encourage you to give me a follow there. And if you like this video, please make sure to like it, subscribe, and even leave a comment saying that, hey, JW, I love your work. You're quite the artist, and this is a masterpiece of Pokemon trading card game. That would really make me feel like I'm making a difference. Great moments come from great opportunities. And that's what we have here tonight, boys. That's what we've earned here tonight. We play them 10 times, they might win 9. But not tonight. Here we go. If that speech doesn't hype you up, I don't know what will. We got some YouTube only gameplay. This is stuff that I did not do on Twitch. This is stuff that I'm bringing right to you, right to the YouTubes, and I'm stoked about it because I had a little bit of free time and I'm like, you know what? I got this list submitted to me by a viewer. I wanted to play it. I forgot to play it on Monday during the stream. I'm going to play it right now. And Moist Money, if you're out there, shout outs to you, bro, because we're playing your deck, bro. We're playing your deck. So, let's see what we can do. Give me that crushing hammer. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. And do I dare even play another Pokemon down? Like, it feels like such a trap, actually, because if they can gust around it and attach energy, we would just really love to have energy this turn, to be honest. But Cursola V, obviously, kind of the focal point of this whole deck. So maybe we gust up the Zacian. We could like gust up the Zacian and then go for just a pass. I think I literally don't know. So we'll see. We got to draw supporter. We got to draw some energy. I'd be like pretty fine with either, to be honest, but we're going to hope that we can also set up an Arctozolt. Now, this is going to be a tough matchup, particularly because we started so weak. Yo, greens? What? That doesn't make any sense. They have Zacian in here and it's a greens deck. What is going on? You don't see that very often. All right, we get the big charm on the ADP, pretty much nullifying the 30 damage that we put on, and still no energy for our poi boy Michael. Our poi boy Michael. Yeah, we'll play the Hoopa, because why the heck not? And give me that Dedenne action. Okay, very good. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. I'm loving it, to be honest. And question becomes, do we Cursola V or do we go set up a Dragapult? Legitimate question. I am actually not sure. Dragapult gives us a little bit more survivability, so that seems like the way we want to go, although we will have to hit into a switch here for a Cursola. But let's go Dragapult, and let's try to get an Arctozolt up on the following turn. So, Crushing Hammer. Okay, you know what? Fair. 1 for 1, tit for tat, eye for an eye, bro. Or an H for an H. So he gets me with that Crushing Hammer. And what an eclectic looking deck here. He's going to Intrepid Sword. I think he's going to hit an energy here. At least 1. Yeah, there we go. Okay, 2. So we have the Arctozolt. We can go here. I'm a little, I'd love to do Rose, but we can't just like leave ourselves with nothing like that. So I think we should thin the deck at least one more time. Yeah, it's gonna have to be Dedenne here. So let's go for a Dedenne. Do get the Yell Grunt. That's pretty cool. So we can go Yell Grunt and put one back into their hand. Or we could, so we'll go here for sure. See what we got in the discard. We don't really have anything too good. But I will, let's see. Let's put back the energy, right? Yeah, we want the energy. And then I'll go with the research, that's fine. Picking up the energy doesn't feel like amazing, so cool. And then we'll pass. And then we're just hoping that they like keep dropping energy, because the next one that they drop is going to be 5 damage counters, because we got the Arctozolt, we got the Cursola V in the active. So I want to see them like actively place their energy from the hand. They might be out of waters, right? Because they might have prized a second water. Maybe they only play 2. Do you see a quick ball onto a? Yo, they're gonna get the Zami. Okay, respect. They already have enough Pokemon down that we can not have to deal with the Zamazenta. But yeah, that switch is pretty good. I would expect them to Intrepid Sword here again, honestly, because just like why not at this point? We should also consider just setting up our Galarian Cursola. I think that seems like a completely fine play at this point in the game, because we know that they have the Zami. Let's go Horror. I like having the energy in hand, but I also like putting them down to 4 cards. So we'll do that. We'll put them down to 4 cards, and we get a switch. So that could have gotten us into the Dragapult. Man, we're gonna need that energy though. That's kind of what I was talking about. Is like, we wanted that energy. It seems like that's going to be our hardest thing to find here is going to be the energy, because we only play 8. So And Galarian Cursola is a pretty squishy boy. And if they keep hitting heads on Crushing Hammer, that's going to be pretty rough. But nope. So there's the tails on the Crushing Hammer. We see a Metal Saucer. Presumably they will come up and kill our Cursola. There's 50 damage. Let's go, baby. All right, energy, please. Energy San, please. That is not Energy San. Okay, okay. There we go. We could shred them. We could shred the men here. Man. Yeah, because they just like Intrepid Sword over and over again, right? Like nobody cares here. Maybe we do, because like having this get knocked out feels real bad when they have a zombie down. We got 2 bosses in the discard, so I'm gonna give it the old switcheroni and go into a shred. Now shred will do what, 60 damage, right? I think we gotta preserve the Cursola, because that's like our only shot at beating this Zacian, right? Or no, do we have to preserve the Dragapult? Like what's the best play? I'm gonna go pass. I'm gonna say that they don't have a switch card. That was their only switch, I bet. So we see an energy switch onto the ADP, and maybe that'll come active. Do the GX attack. There's a Mallow and Lana. Okay, so actually great for us not to have shredded there, I think. Because they just would heal it off, but they would have to discard 2 resources from hand. So, okay, maybe we do shred there. I'm not sure. One nice thing about the Cursola is that you have 10 damage to play with when you're playing against an ADP. So their ultimate ray is not going to do as much into this Cursola. But we could have taken a commanding lead if we had just found 2 energy here in the early game, because we could have just spread their field with a bunch of stuff. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have to go switcheroni. I think I don't know. I mean, this feels bad for sure, but like, give me a break, dude. Like, what do we got? We need a supporter. We haven't gotten a supporter. We needed energy. We haven't gotten energy. It's just rough all over, man. So Arctozolt is going to do another 20 damage to the active, potentially, if they do attach an energy. And then we got the horror energy on there, so they're going to take another 20. So if we can find another energy, we can knock this thing out and then put 50 damage on the Zacian. We're in a rough spot because, you know, the Cursola, Cursola is not doing things. And then they're going to power up presumably 2 Zacians. Oh no, they're going to get the Zamazenta going? Okay. I don't love this. I think you probably just power up 2 Zacians, but they play 4 water energy. The Madman. Okay. Max Phantom. How do we win at this point? It's gonna have to be like a gust on the Zacian, and then Resetti, and then we're gonna have to build up another Dragapult, I guess. We could try to get him with the Hoop Dog. Certainly is tough from here. So they promote a Zacian. They presumably just have the energy. There it is. Gonna take that 20 damage from the Zolt. But instead of us resetting them, they reset stamp us. This is the perfect plan. Why didn't they attack with this one? I'm a little bit confused on that. Because this attacker can just attack over and over again, but that's okay. So we'll bring up our Cursola. We do get a psychic energy, so that's pretty cute. But we have no way to reset their hand. So 60 and 30 to the bench. So we can't ever knock this out. Okay. I'll go 60 and 30 to the bench Zami. Certainly an uphill battle. They'll need to, like, for us to get a knockout here, they'll need to, like, attach an energy and then not retreat. Which seems unlikely at best and an impossible play at worst. But that's okay. That's okay. We have fun here. So they're gonna energy switch probably onto this Ashen. Yeah, they do. We'll probably just see a retreat if they don't have a switch into the Amazon. I don't know how you play a greens in this deck. Like, this man, the nerve of this. He's playing 5 waters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waters. Dude. In 2020? Okay, I know pandemic was rough for some of us, but geez Louise, 5 waters, bud. All right. Yes, P2CGO police. Yes, I'd like to report Michael H.O. for having 5 water energy in his ADPs. I'd like to report him for having a great potion in his Zacian. Yes, sir. I'd like to report him for having 3 great potion in his ADP deck. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I would. Yes. Okay. You'll be here in 5 minutes. Okay. He has 6 waters in his ADP deck. He has 6 waters in his ADP deck. Okay. Well, naturally, when they play 6 waters in their ADP deck, like, how are you going to win that? You know? Oh, buddy. All right. Well, we're going to hit it off onto the next game here. And, never said these decks were good. Well, no, I did say they were good. I never said that they were going to beat ADP. Okay. That's kind of the problem right now with the current format. It's like, you can have a fun deck, and that's what they are. They're like fun decks, but they really struggle against ADP. And that wasn't even a good ADP. And that wasn't even an ADP that got set up in time. Like, that was a slow, bad ADP that we lost to. So, I mean, that's kind of the stuff we're dealing with. We've done enough breakdowns of the other top decks here on the channel that now we're starting to move into just like, what are other cards that we can explore? And certainly we haven't done a Dragapult list. We didn't quite draw that well in the last game. But like Dragapult Arctozolt is pretty cool. We haven't really featured that on the channel either. Cursola V, we haven't featured that on the channel either. So yeah, I mean, we're having fun out here. We're having fun out here. So, yo, I was just going to say, what if they Mawile us? Don't you do it. Don't you have a second Mawile. So we see the water energy. They probably play 5 water energy as well. So we're probably chilling on that. And then the ADP, they're going to quick ball for a Zacian. And a Intrepid Sword for 3. And then on our turn, we're going to Crushing Hammer, hit heads on the ADP, and then Marnie them into a completely dead hand. Let's go Crush. Viridian seems good. I'm a Viridian here, and then let's do that so that we don't draw into that energy, because I'd rather have like setup Pokemon. You know, like let's get that fossil. Yup. Rare fossil. She rare. Let's go Dragapult. And I mean, we're pretty set up here. Depending on what the opponent does, like one thing that would really screw us is if they go into a Zacian V. Because as you guys know, Dragapult, you can only attach once per turn to get the attacks going. So if they like energy switch Metal Saucer, like we're screwed, bro. We're screwed. All right, so we see the water energy, presumably attaching it to that ADP. And then do we see a switch? Do we see an air balloon? Heck, even energy switch will get them there because they can just hard retreat them all while. Yep, there we do see that energy switch coming down to the active, to the ADP. I'm sorry, you lost me. And a Marnie. Okay, well, that is a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for them. Kowalski. They get bailed. They're not. Do they have a switch? Okay. No, they don't just have one switch. They have two switch. Yeah, excuse me. Well. What do we have here? All right, Evo Incense is pretty cool. We can go Evo Incense. We need like a Gust, I think, to really have serious hope here. Let's get a heads. We'll take the water energy off. We get the energy attachment as well. And then we got to just go with the Dedenne. So the idea here is we're just kind of hoping that they don't have another water energy. Like they're not like our last opponent that played 5. Okay, we'll go there. Sure. Sure. Okay, we'll go off the active. Yeah, we'll go off the active. I think that makes a lot of sense. And then give me a Crobat. We'll go Crobat here for 6. Now, we didn't get... Oh, and we get a Team Yell Grunt. That's kind of cute. I don't think we want to use Yell Grunt, because if we Yell Grunt them, then the energy goes back to their hand, and they could potentially like use it to power up a Zacian. So I'm just like actively not going to Yell Grunt. So let's go Max Phantom. And then we probably do 30 here. We maybe could have Yell Grunted their bench guy. That would be okay. That would have been okay. I'm thinking we try to save the Yell Grunt, but we're pretty much out of... Yeah, we're out of Crushing Hammers, so... they discarded a Quick Ball. They have a supporter in hand, yo. Why you gotta be so rude? Sing it with me, chat. Don't you know I'm human, too? They discarded a Quick Ball? All right, I don't know what's going on anymore. Like, everything hurts. We want another Arctozolt, I think. So let's go here. And then Marnie. They had one dead card in their hand, but that's all right. So we'll go there. Let's put this down. Let's go Evo Incense. Get another Zolty. So things are looking good. Things are looking good. No Galarian Cursola this game, but that's just not where we went with it. And let's put the Rose Tower down for sure. So we'll Rose Tower. We'll draw 1. Rose Tower for Rose Tower. I mean, pretty bust. Pretty bust. And I think we really try to target down one Zacian. I think that's my play. Now I'd like to draw a Gust here. Maybe we should have gone 90 on that Zacian. I'd really love to draw a Gust here. But yo, taking 40 damage, huge damage here. We do see that switch. Do we see an energy switch? Well, I'm really curious why they wouldn't have switched into an air ballooned Pokemon, but perhaps they just they just are so confident that they have the energy switch. I can't help but feel that we're stealing a game here from Kowalski. But we're gonna dig a little bit deeper here with the Crobat. Yeah. There you go, young fella. That's what you should have done the first time. And an Intrepid Sword. We're in there, boys. All right, very good. So we got this, and yep, they will just scoop it on up. That's the dubs for JW. You saw ADP, man. 1 went down. We beat 1. You got to get kind of lucky, and you got to draw into your energy. But that is Arctozolt, Dragapult, Cursola V. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, remember, you can find me live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday over on twitch.tv/FlexDaddyRighteous. For now, I'm out, boys and girls. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Leave a like, leave a comment, and most of all, subscribe to this channel so you know when I post videos in the future. I'll see you guys around. Thanks for watching. Remember, good luck, and also